Hey, what's up, guys? I want to address some concerns regarding fake gear that some people are concerned who've addressed to me that they don't know if they don't want to do Primoborn because they might think that is Mastron and they're just unsure with their source of gear, and that's totally understandable. I felt the same way when I first bought steroids off the internet, because literally you're injecting something deep into your fucking system. Like, the needles on what are like 1.5 inches. I'm injecting deep into your body. Like, you want to, and you're not totally sure where the fuck it came from, right? But that being said, I want to not minimize, say the risks are minimal doing so, but it is, because I'll just get right to the point. 90%, I'm going to say, of the steroids come from this one company called Qingdao Sigma Chemical Company out of like Wuhan, China, or somewhere in China. Is very popular, and what they do is they're mass distributors of all types of anabolic compounds and even more things. Like they make all types of chemicals, okay? But essentially, long story short, China, they're allowed to manufacture it if it's for export. They can't distribute steroids within their own country, but they're allowed to sell it outside the country. So that's kind of their loophole. And this company in particular is selling it everywhere. Everybody knows about this. On the forums, go to forums, type in Qingdao Sigma Chemical Company. There's plenty of anecdotal evidence, but as well other evidence of people who test their own gear, myself included. Both testosterons I got, which were both from Qingdao. One definitely because I even asked my guy where he got it from, and that's where he got it from. And other people online who I've talked to, I even made a video about it, and I got in the comment section like, oh yeah, I get my shit from Qingdao as well. Qingdao is Qingdao. So you can literally get it from Qingdao yourself if you want, and it's very reputable. But you might get middlemen, and it might be safer depending on the country you're in. Like, for example, I only want to buy my stuff domestically, and Qingdao does have a kind of a domestic Canadian source, but you got to wire transfer it to United States account, which I don't like to do. I want to e-transfer it within my own country, and because when you buy it within your own country, you're not importing, and you might not get slapped with a major offense of trafficking and importation of illicit substances. So that's important. But that's not a concern when you're buying it domestically. So first of all, that's why I recommend everybody do. On certain forums like the MesoRx forum, I'm sure there's other ones, you go into the Steroid Underground and you can find reputable ones where people make a lot of comments and do their own testing on and everything. So nowadays with technology, the likelihood of finding legit gear is very likely, unless your source is shit. Okay, but generally speaking, it's pretty good. Now, some of it might be underdosed, some of it might be overdosed, depending on to the milliliter. But I don't see why not, because how dirt cheap it is to get like a kilogram imported from China of raw testosterone or raw Primoborn or whatever else. It's like there's no reason why it should be underdosed. Like it should be legit. And essentially what people do is they import the raw powder and mix it with a carrier oil, something like a castor oil or a grapeseed oil, and then they brew it on a low heat and then filter it through like essentially chemistry equipment they use and filter it, and then it's in its injectable form, which then they redistribute within whatever country it is in or international. So that's how it's done. Everything I've tested as being good. Everything I've done has been good. I see the results. It's working beautifully. So there's no reason why, if you get it from a good source, that you're not going to get legit steroids. Okay. So I want to just like reassure everybody: just get your stuff from a good forum with lots of reputable feedback on it, and reviews and testing and all that stuff, and that's what I recommend. Anybody watching have any other comments about that? I think I just want to end by saying it's a legit concern for people. You know, like I said, you're injecting something into your ass or your shoulder, like deep into your bloodstream. You want to make sure you're doing good stuff. And it is a bit sketchy. It's risk versus reward, you know what I mean? But it's pretty simple. The people who are making these carrier oils and things and brewing it, it's pretty simple process. Like, if they filtered it correctly, there's no reason why it shouldn't be bad. And I highly doubt that many people, if not anybody, are doing counterfeit stuff. Maybe Primo Bolin's Masteron, but even if he bought Primo Bolin and he injected Masteron, that wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing either. So I'll leave it there, guys. What do you think about that? Have a great day. Peace.